Hello? Did something happen to my why did my music?
I'm an arts and crafts master. Why do you think I always have this glue gun stuck to my arm? Ugh, ugh.
Oh look, the funny number. Smiley face. And C for me.
Oh look, the funny number. Calliope, thank you for the 69 months. I appreciate that so much. I set up the music and then I ran to go and check because Pippin has been having upset tummy stuff. So I ran real quick and I came back and I'm like, why is it quiet? Weird. Alright, Smoothie says A. Sharn says A. And Calliope, you just said C. Okay. And so did Tigress. Alright, perfect. Let me get you your paper star. Hello, how are you? Y'all, I did something very brave today. Also, I would like to just say that someone, I don't know who, off stream donated $25 towards the Switch 2. Because it shows up here as anonymous. And it happened 4 hours ago, evidently. So we're almost at 30% now. So thank you, Anonymous. That was really sweet of you. Hi, Allison. What would you like to vote on? Oh my gosh, look at all the streakers in my chat. Goodness gracious. I can't look. Trying to work with my eyes covered. So yeah, that's exciting. Hi, girly. So I did something today. I ran over to Petco in an attempt to get the same wet food for Pippin as her dry food, like the same brand and the same everything. And of course, even though it said online that they had 24 in stock, they were nowhere to be found. Like, the employee was so nice and was like looking all, she's like, I have no idea where this is. She's like, you know, that's a case of these cans that, you know, have somehow been misplaced. Hi, Kate. I ended up finding a different option that's just like chicken and pumpkin, and I might try that with her. We honestly might just try not giving her wet food, which I don't want to do. But I also, seriously, whatever is, something is just bothering her with the wet food that she's getting right now. So she's kind of grumpy because she didn't get any wet food today, but it's making her sick. Although she did also have a really gnarly hairball. I don't know, man, cats. Calliope, thank you again for your 69-month resub. But I got a brand that I know is really good, and we'll try that. But then, oh no, silly. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Do you want to share what happened, or do you want to just forget about it? I'm fine either way. If you'd like to share and commiserate, feel free. If you're also like, girl, I don't want to talk about it, understood. Understood. But I was like, well, James is on base he has a simulation thing that he's doing today. He had the best time last night flying. So much fun. He sent this picture. That's him on the right in the night vision goggles, helping them land and back up. Hang on. Let me just boop. There we go. So that's him doing his thing. So he had the best time. But I was like, you know what I should do? There was a place that we had gone, one of these trading card stores, and I didn't look last time to see if they had bulk cards, which are like cheap cards. The ones that are like, you know, a couple cents. And I was like, well, I'll be in the area. So I stopped, and then I spent an hour looking through bulk cards because the big binder that I'm putting together, my whole goal with it is to put together like a bulk binder of like one of every Pokemon, and like trying to get cards that are under like $5 because I don't have the kind of money to like spend on really expensive things. And also, you know, then there's a couple that I want to collect. Like I want to collect, you know, the sheeps and things like that. So I had fun, and I got cards. But I was frogging back because I have more yarn coming for a blanket so I can make it bigger. I started walking and some of the yarn got to... Oh no! I untangled that, wound up the extra yarn, which led you to frogging more than intended. Oh, at least it wasn't like... Oh, I mean, at least you realized... Imagine if you didn't and it like undid the whole thing. Do you know what I mean? Oh gosh. I'm glad that you did realize though, and that you were able to untangle it, because sometimes those like electronic things eat your yarn and you're like, well, that's that, I guess. But this place that I went to look at cards, the last time I was there and I was like talking, they had like the Eevee tins there, like they have Eeveelution tins, and we were going to buy one, but they didn't have Espeon, and I was like, oh well, I really would want the Espeon tin. And it was cute because there was another girl there, and she is like, she overhears me and she's like, hey, she's like, do you want the Espeon tin for the cards or do you want it for the tin? And I was like, well, I mean both. I said, but the reason that I want to get the Espeon tin is because I want to keep the tin. And she goes, I have it. She's like, I don't need it. She's like, if you want, I can bring it back, and the next time you come in, you can pick it up. And I was like, okay. And they were like, they were going to take my name. They didn't take my name. And so when we left, I was like, oh, well, I guess that's that. Like, nothing's going to come of it. Well, I'm checking out. And I was like, I knew this was going to be really weird. I said, but the last time I was here, there was a girl who offered to bring in an Espeon tin. And they were like, oh my God, that's you? And I was like, yeah, that was me. And they're like, oh, she brought it by and then came by like recently and was like, hey, did that girl ever pick it up? And I was like, so this sweet person, because I was like, I just want the tin, brought it, and then also included the coin that it came with. And like, it was so sweet. And I was like, I wanted the tin. Like, yeah, okay, I would want the cards too. Like, if they had the tin, I would have bought it. So I would have opened the pack and, you know, whatever. But I was like, no, I really wanted so that like made my day. And they're like, well, let her know next time she comes in. I'm like, please, like, thank you guys for holding it for me. But like, thank her again. Cause like, that was so sweet. And I ended up making friends with another person who was there looking through bulk cards, and we were just like talking about like what we were doing, and it was sweet because like I came across a couple of cards that they were looking for, and we would just kind of like share with each other. It was good. It was a lot of fun. I did it all by myself for an hour, chat. All by myself, and then I checked out and I got a bunch of things, and I'm like, way to go me. I'm proud of me too. And I got this cutie tin. So it was really sweet that like they actually remembered and like brought it, because... And they were like, yeah, you know, she brought this in a while ago. And I was like, yeah, I haven't really, like, come back around. I was like, but I definitely will, because I only looked through one box of their bulk. And they have, a lot of bulk cards there. Like, they had at least 4 more boxes. You know what, Allison, though? Nerd places are great places to talk to strangers. Because everybody there is a little awkward, and everybody there is like we originally were just like sitting there like flipping through cards. I'm staring. My goodness, y'all, thank you for all these streaks. Like we were originally just sitting there like flipping through cards in the quiet, like they have a TV on. And I finally was like, you know, I was like, are you looking for anything in particular? Because like I'm looking through a box, you're looking. And so we kind of talked a little bit, and then I was talking to them about how, like, oh, yeah, you know, like, I'm trying to do this binder of, like, you know, cards, like, one of each Pokemon, you know, and also, like, trying to collect, you know, like, all the Mareeps, all the Goomies, all the, you know, and, then she started talking about, like, you know, the stuff that, like, her and her sister had collected, and we were just kind of, like, talking, and it was sweet, so it was good, it was nice. So it was fun. Now I have to go through and like mark off what cards I got off of my my list here. I was like checking against, like, I have an app where I can like type in the name, and I got a bunch. I'm really excited. So, and their bulk was really good. It was like 15 cents a card. So that's great. All right, let's look at this picture for what we're making. I maybe should have moved the eyes down a little bit, but it's too late now. So yeah, it was a productive morning. And then I like rushed home, ate, hung out with Mittens, gave Artie her meds. I was like, I gotta stream! I'm staring. I don't need any, but that's cheap, and my brain doesn't say. Oh, yeah. I mean, you can just pick like ones that you like. Like, do you guys want to see some of the ones I got? I won't go through all of them, but if you guys want to see some, like some of them I got because they were cute, and some of them I got because like this guy is my pick for this Pokemon for like my binder. But then, did I get this Pikachu just because I liked it? Yeah. So there's nothing that says that you can't do that. Like this I got him because he's in front of a building. I love Skidoo. I got a new clay card that I didn't have. You know, so it was fun. Look at him. Like, this isn't for my binder, but he just made me happy. Why are you Spinnerack, why are you waiting for the bus? You're a Pokemon. Do you guys want to go through this? We can go through this if you want really quick. This is for my binder. This is for Pokemon in front of buildings. This is because it's a part of a bigger picture. Like it's a continuation. Clay card. Art card. Made me happy. I also have a spot in my binder for Pokemon with other Pokemon. So, like, this is a Murkrow with a bunch of other Murkrow. There's new ones? Oh, no. No, I haven't. I'm also making a section for Pokemon with no thoughts in their head. He has nothing in his brain. I got some Goodras because I want to collect them. This is for my binder. This is the card I picked for Deoxys. This is the card I picked for Bidoof. I want to get all the Beautifly cards. Pokemon and People. That was another section in my binder. This is my Rattata card that I picked. This is my Reshiram card that I picked. I didn't pick this card, but look at how pretty. I want to collect Delibirds. I don't know why. Brain cell not received. Yeah. Hang on. Okay. This was just a cool... I've never seen this artist before. That's a heck of a name. But look at how cool this card is. It's like painted. It's really neat. Chespin makes me happy. This is part of a bigger picture too. Scatterbug makes me happy. Pokemon in front of a building. Eee! No thoughts in that brain. Nothing behind those eyes. I don't know if I'm going to collect Gulpin cards, but again, he was 15 cents, so I got him. I want to collect cat cards. So these are some of the... Oh, I guess there are a couple of cat cards I got. I'm collecting Woopers, and honestly, the Paldean Clodsire makes me happy. This was a cool card. I like him. These ones I think were more than no. There are a couple in here that are more than the 15 cents. Like that Pikachu card. This is my Flygon card. This isn't my Girafarig card, but I liked it enough to get and to replace the one that I originally picked, because again, it's 15 cents. Moltres! Okay, legendary. You can go with the Zapdos card I found. And then I got a couple of Goodras, because I want to get... This is Goomy, the little goo guy. This is his final evolution. So, yeah, and then I got that Pikachu because it made me happy. And this was a really cool Ninetales. Look at that. This is my Primeape card. This is my Ho-Oh card. I did! I spent less than $20. I also got all of these. Do we want to go through them all? Quickly like that? I did! I don't even know how many I got. Yes? Yeah, the bulk, like I said, was all 15 cents. Okay, I want to collect all the Mareeps. I don't know if I want to collect Spoinks. We all wouldn't mind. Okay. So, again, it was 15 cents. This is my Wigglytuff card pick. Yeah, I bought them. I picked them up. This is what I bought today at the store. So yes, I know what they are. Not necessarily the order they're in, because I just handed them over. This was a new clay card I hadn't gotten yet. That's a Yukimori card I didn't have. Oh yes, Emily's definitely asleep. This is my pick for Numel. Stop it right now. Also, I just realized this is a Master Ball card, so he's probably worth more, right? Or no, that's not Master Ball. That's just a Pokeball. Sorry. I saw what I thought was an M, and I was like, wait. Torchic. This is my Shedinja pick. That's my Houndoom pick. I got so excited finding so many. This is my Entei pick. That's my Clefable pick. There's no thoughts in this one's eyes. He's just eating berries. But there's nothing there. This again was Pokemon with other Pokemon. And it made me happy that there was both types. Because Shellos and Gastrodon have, like, they're two different, like, types. Based on, like, the region that they're in. Hang on. Let me see if I can't focus this camera better. So I thought it was cool that they were both in the one card. That's better. That's much better. Okay. Ooh, Ninetales. Shiny. If I'm gonna get the Mareeps, I might as well get the Flaffies. I gotta get the Sheeps. Stop it right now. That's adorable.
I'm an arts and crafts master. Why do you think I always have this glue gun stuck to my arm? Ugh.
Hi,
Boo.
Nat. Thank you for the 68 months. I appreciate you. I will do your paper star here in a second. I was just showing everyone the bulk cards I bought today. This is Pachirisu in a cherry or like a pretty flowery tree, and I really liked that. I have two different options for Chansey for my binder. This was one of them. I just like her with her little clover. All of the Mewtwo cards, Mewtwo is don't listen. Okay? Don't listen, Mewtwo. Mewtwo is an ugly looking Pokemon in cards. So I had one option that I really love, but I think that it's a pretty expensive card and kind of goes against everything for my binder idea. So when I saw this one and I didn't hate it, I was like, this can be the one that I actually put in the binder, because the one that I really like is $45 and I won't be buying that. It's this one. It was either that or like this was the other one that I was okay with, and that's like a $3 card, and I was like, or I could get one for 15 cents and call it a day for Mewtwo. So that's what I'm doing. That's what we're doing. This is both a Pokemon with no thoughts in their eyes, but also my pick for Lotad's card, so, yeah. I don't know if I want to collect all the Ponyta cards, but I really like Ponyta, so I have a couple in here that I found for, again, 15 cents. I'm like, yeah, sure. This one I'm excited about, because there's a Lunatone, and then the Sun... What the hell is it? Solrock. I got there. And they are in, like, the same area, but, like, different times of day, which I thought was cool, and I found both of them today. But only one was shiny. But they're both... This is my binder pick. That's my binder pick. I didn't have this Litwick yet. And I want to get all the Litwicks. I don't think there's a thought in his eyes either. All the Togepi cards, I love that. He's also in front of a building. So he was a dual, he could go in either section. This is my Nose Pass pick. Look at him. He's just looking at that flower. And I kind of love that. I want to collect all the Drifloons and Drifblims, so this was one I didn't have. This is my pick for Magcargo. How cool is that card? I really like that card. I love Caterpie. I want to get all the butterfly Pokemon, so I didn't have this Pavilion yet. This is my pick for Growlithe. That's another Mareep for my Mareep collection. This is my Latios pick. Like, this is a cool card, and it's cheap. How cool. There's not a thought in this Mudbray's eyes. Nothing there. Head empty, covered in mud. Genuinely almost cried. I love that. Oh, here's the Soul Rock. I just noticed that it's a... Oh, I didn't notice that before. But see, it matches the other one. Yeah. I gotta get all the sheep, so we got a Dubwool. Clueless. Nothing there. Head empty. A Mareep I didn't have. I also might collect Shinx's because he makes me happy. And this one was a shiny, pretty card. He is both in front of a building with his head empty, eating another berry. I haven't gotten to Squovert yet, in like my binder, so I don't know if I need to get all of their cards, but like, I love this guy. I'm getting all the Lechonks. That's something I'm determined to do. You're a shiny pretty card, exactly. I don't think I meant to buy this card. He is in front of a building, but I think he might have fallen into my stack. That's okay. A Drifloon that I didn't have. Oh, I have those ones, Nat. I have both of those. I like this Bunyeri. Oh, look, see, they're the Shellos that went with the Gastrodon that, like, the two, I liked that. Ah, I love Pichu. This is my Executor card. This is my Meryl card. I also, the Meryl that Tigress sent me is one of my favorite cards, just like in this. This is just like a favorite card of mine in general. Like, I don't know where it's going to go, but this is just like, I love this card. It's beautiful. It's art. Oh my god, Fido. He's a little bun. He's made out of bread. A Wooloo card I didn't have. A Flaffy card I didn't have. A Drifloon card that I had, but the one that I have is damaged. So I'll swap this one with that. It's such a cute art. I love it. But the one that I had like a crease in it. This one I picked up because Angela wanted one, and it's also my pick for my binder. So when I saw it, because Angela and I have some cards to trade. Oh no, Emily! I hate when that happens. I think this is my Rapidash pick. I picked up more than one Rapidash because they were both really pretty. But this I think is my pick for my binder. This is my Charmeleon pick for my binder. This is my Alolan Grimer pick. Another Ponyta. This is one of my... I have more than one Lapras pick. I don't know which one will end up in the binder. But this one has little Wingles in the background. So I was like, well... I could always put it in my Pokemon with other Pokemon section. This is my Lickitung pick. He also has no thoughts in his head. This is my Kakuna pick. And then more cats. Oh, this is my Huntail pick. Not a favorite. There's the other cat. Some Pokemon, I'm like, I don't like them, but I'm going to get all of the cards from my binder, so like, I gotta get it. So yeah. Those are my cards today. Now I have to put them in my binder. Or sometimes it's like not even that I don't like the Pokemon, it's like I don't like any of their cards. You know who has a shocking few amount of cards? Azurill. And, oh my gosh, why can't I think of its name now? Who was the other one I saw the other day? I was like, damn. There's not a lot for me to pick from. The Mewtwo card you liked because I knew I had seen it. It's a promo card that came in the 151 Ultra Premium. Oh, that's why it's expensive. Started using Pokemon cards for Magic the Gathering tokens. That's neat. Has so little too. It was someone just the other day. Oh, Badoo. Badoo has 5 cards. And 2 of them are the exact same art. So Badoo has 4 cards. Like, okay, that's not giving me much to work from. But now what I'll have to do is I'll have to, like, Nat, do you want to see my binder? You weren't here when I showed this off. That's a tragedy, I know! Look, it's actually pulled up because I have to, this is where, like, I left off. That's all the Badoo cards. And one of them is a Yukimori card. Like, this is a clay card. So it's like, picking for my binder, there's so few to pick from. Show me the binder, nerd. I have like 20, it's a problem. No, but same. But this... This is gonna be my master decks. My plan here is to have one of every card. For every Pokemon. And then until I find them, I've been going through, I have like a thing. And then I went ahead and I take a screenshot from Cerebi and then I write down what pack they're from. I got this a little while ago. This is, like, I'm going to have multiple binders. This is going to have all of, like, one of each card. Like, the Eevee one that's on my wish list is to have one of, all of, like, the different Eevee cards in. And then I have one that I want to use for, like, the Pokemon that I'm trying to collect all the cards in. So, like, I'm going to have more than one binder. This is just, like, one of them. Yeah, I need to learn more about how to decorate them, if I'm being honest. So yeah, like you can see, I got that Clefable and that Wigglytuff today. So yeah, it's fun. And then what I'm doing is, like, all of the cards are in sleeves that match their type. So... Like, here are some I have to put away. But, like, see, they're in sleeves that, like, match. Yeah. I'm gonna have so many binders. Acrylic paint sealer. Yeah, that's what I have to figure out is the sealer. So yeah. This is... And then I have... Chat. I missed a page. Throw it out and start again. I won't I won't have enough room in this binder if I skip 2 whole pages. I wouldn't have enough room. Because this is like 32 cards. Well, I feel awful silly now. Oh, the good news is that Mareep I got is the one I want for this binder, not just for the master set, so that's fun. Dang it, I think I saw that card today. Hi, Tizza. Just cut them out and move them to the end. Oh, well. I guess I know what I'm doing later. I mean, we could do it now, but I feel like you guys were here for crochet, not cards. I also was doing some, like, time-lapse stuff working on the binder. I don't know if I'm going to upload it yet. But we'll figure it out. What do you mean the code cards have different... What does that mean? I feel your pain. I do not remember that, Emily. Also, hi, Tizza. How are you? Every pack has a code card for Pokemon Online. They've added images to the back? Oh. Oh. These things? Gotcha. Well, that's cool. That's a neat thing. All right. Yeah, that is fun. I like that. That is cool, though. I mean, at the same time, I feel like they're gonna end up being, like, things that people get all, like, no, I want that one, you know? Um... Yeah, that's true. People shouldn't get all, like, crazy over those. You would think. Game story I'll go to is me trade draws. Drop offs. Aww. That's cool. Yeah, I really like this card shop that I was at today. They're really nice. And it's like a nice place. Like they have a lot of cool stuff. I definitely will be going back because I gotta look through more bulk. But I need to like finish going through my like list and writing down everything that I want. Because like right now I'm on... Oh my god, this yarn. Right now I'm on 408. So I have like 600 more to go through. It's fine. Your thing is tomorrow, right, Emily? Tomorrow for me, or is it today? Because it's tomorrow for you. Today, okay. I was like, wait, I think it's Friday, but I think that it's Emily's Friday, not my Friday. So my brain was like, oh, Emily's thing is tomorrow. Wait. Hold on. 2 different Fridays. I'm always doing that. Yeah, wibbly wobbly time zone things. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's fun, Nat. That really is. Why does today feel like a Friday? I don't know. So if you missed it, and you're wondering what I'm doing, I found, wow, that's zoomed in, a cute Mewtwo keychain. The issue is that the pattern is AI. I don't know if this image is or not. We have been debating because a lot of this is crochet. These are crochet stitches. The yarn has a slight fuzz. It's very confusing. But cover your ears. Fuck AI. And the pattern that it was making was something that was horrendous. So I am going to keep making the thing that it, like, you know, the actual instructions were for, because I want to show. But I will not be making it on stream because I will not be giving any attention to that. But I have a photo. I have a brain in my head. I'm gonna make it. I mean, silly, I don't think that was meant disrespectfully, but it feels like you're saying I didn't reverse image search this. Which I did. And unfortunately, it keeps coming back to this same, like, pattern website. I don't know what you meant. So it's, I have no idea. The thing I was saying too is that Etsy and like a lot of places are starting to like really crack down on like Pokemon stuff, which is kind of a shame because if it's fan made, like, I don't know. So I don't know if it was like a listing that was removed, if it was something that was deleted, but we're making it ourselves because again, I can, oh, I understand. I see what you're saying. I got you. I'm sorry, I misunderstood. I was like, I don't think I'm understanding what you're meaning correctly. Yeah, so what I did reverse image search this, right? So like if you take a screenshot and you go to Google, here, I'll teach you, okay? Because this is a good skill to have for everybody. So if you go to Google, okay? Boop, right here, see the little camera? You can click on that. Oh, no, I'm not the microphone. No, stop it, the camera. Okay? And then here, I'll take this picture. You can drop that in. And then there's an AI summary, boo. Okay? But you can scroll down and it'll find visual matches. No, I want this one. Why won't you take me to that video? Take me to that video. No! I'm not opening TikTok. No! Okay, well, see, it looks like this, okay. I wonder if someone took this photo, because this one looks even more like it's crochet, and they mused it, they put it through AI, and they, like, made it this one. Do you know what I mean? I can't actually click on this because stupid TikTok. But that looks more like, I was wondering if there was someone else who had done something similar, but yeah, all of this goes to like Pinterest. So yeah, that's how you reverse image search. You can, I don't know when you're doing an image search, at least on your phone, because it automatically searches. So I guess if I typed in here minus AI, it would do that. I just skipped the AI overview. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. So I would not be surprised if that's what happened. I learned something. Have a good night. Happy to have taught. Yeah, reverse image searching is actually really easy. And then you can start diving deeper when you start looking at the results. Yes, I actually learned that the other day here in chat. Someone told me. I didn't even know that. So yes, I am happy to have you guys share that sort of stuff because I didn't know. So how would anyone else, you know? Teach one another, get rid of the AI. Mmm. I didn't know that. Well, that's good to know. I don't know if I should do another... Let's... Yeah, I have an iPhone. That's good to know too, though. Thanks for the lurk, Raccoon. I had mixed results with it. To leave out the space. Which, bedtime for me. Thank you all for like letting me share my nerdy Pokemon card stuff with you. I know a lot of us also like Pokemon cards, so it's not really too much of a stretch. But for those of you who don't, thanks for hanging out while I nerd out. I appreciate it. Hi, Diego. Yeah, that's not bad, honestly. And if you're wondering, this is a foam hair curler. So there's like a wire in the middle and it's squishy. And that's to give his neck stability. And I'm going to crochet over it because it's bendable. It holds a pose, and so I can use it for the tail too. It's like we're just gonna crochet over it. I like info dumps. Yeah. So I ended up getting to bed really late last night because I ended up letting Mittens out to kind of roam about and play and do his stuff. Also, I just realized that I didn't make your paper star, Nat. Oh my gosh, let me do that. And he, turns out, didn't want to play. What he really wanted to do was snuggle. Like, he just really wanted to snuggle. And then he went and he curled up in the blankets. Right? A Wooper! Give me that Pokemon. And then I got comfy, right? And I laid back. And then I didn't have my phone, so I had to go with the security camera footage. That black, hold on. is he just like slept on me for more than 20 minutes. And I was like, well, I guess this is what I'm doing now. I guess I am not moving. Cause like, look at this is a video. You can see his little tail moving. So I didn't get to bed until like 2 a.m. I need the lore on this baby. I will give you the lore as soon as these ads are done. That's Mr. Mittens. Mr. Mittens lived in my yard. Mr. Mittens got into fights with the other boys because he was not neutered. And then I trapped Mr. Mittens. And I stole his balls, and now they're in my jar. And we're fostering him. And, chat, I just need you to know, before ads, last night James literally said, I wish we could afford to keep him. James said that. James, Mr. I want dogs more than cats said, I wish we could keep him. And I'm like, boy, me too. Boy, me too. All right. I'll be right back. Thank you all for hanging out through ads. I appreciate it. Okay. I undid that row because I didn't like how it looked. So, yeah. That's how that works. The word quiz was invented for a bet. What? Explain. So Mr. Mittens showed up in our yard a year-ish ago. And he was sweet. And he had this really long collar on. We posted about him on Nextdoor, on Facebook, to try and be like, hey, whose cat is this? Because the collar on his neck, he's going to kill himself. Like, it was too long. He was going to step on it and strangle himself. No one came forward. He also wasn't neutered. And he kept coming by and would eat. And he and the other boys who were not neutered would get into screaming matches with each other. I'm also assuming that Nat's still here. I probably should have double checked. Let me make your paper star too. That's better. Boys. Nat's paper star. To get hungry between now and then. Oh no! Had some pasta? Pasta. I love pasta. True. I'll wait just in case Nat's not back. How did it end up becoming like what we, like the word that we know it as, I guess? Like, what would you have called a quiz before? Interesting. Thank you for the resub. You pack a bag of pasta? Like as a snack to bring with you places? Because that's adorable. That is the lore, I'm told. Amazing lore. Alright, Mewtwo, let me look at your... I'm not going to finish that sentence. Okay. So it... That's probably good for now, and then we can do a little bit of a bump in the hip area. Maybe. I don't know, because I'm looking at... Oops. I'm looking at this again. Oop. And it kind of just gently slopes the whole time. That's true. Okay. Yeah, I guess there are other words. Maybe what I'll do... Maybe I make his little arms first, because I feel like that's going to help me tell how big to make the body. Because they're like, what, one? There are 8 rows, according to, like, this pattern. So let's experiment, shall we? That's how patterns are made. Lots of experiments. Nat, let me know if you are here and you'd like to hear Mitten's story. By the way. I need a pokey sticky turner to turn this arm around. It's the official term here. Pokey sticky turner. Okay. You know what I'm just realizing is that I did have a row counter somewhere that I was using. I hate really small rounds too, which is why I wanted them to be skinny enough that they looked good, but not so skinny that I wanted to cry. Because nothing makes me hate things more than having like 3 single crochets in a round. Oh, give me 1 second. My micro perler beads arrived, and I don't want them sitting outside where it's hot. They just got here. Hold on. Oh boy. Also, I think my book from Neophyte Lady arrived. What's in this box? Oh. Cat litter bags. Hooray. I have special tools. I think this is the iron. Yep. It came with big tape. And then, oh, boards. I can, yes. And ironing sheets. Instead of having to use the crappy, weird, they're like ironing. So these are going to be for our, we're really doing Pokemon stuff here. This is going to end up being for the Pokemon Perler Bead book that I got. I wanted something that I could order more of like a specific color if I needed to, versus getting like a random box of stuff from like, say, you know, Amazon and not being able to like pick specific colors. But I like the fact that if whatever color I end up picking for like Bulbasaur, if I end up running out of it, I can buy more of just that color. Yeah, these are the micro beads. They're tiny. But I also like that they came in like little containers. I'm gonna have to put all the little stickers on. And then what we have to do is I have a list. I'll just stick that back up there. I have in the Pokemon Perler book, it came with like a list of all the colors we need. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to be like, okay, we're using like this color, like this bead with this color, like C16 is whatever. Do you know what I mean? So thank you for the streak and the lurk. Well, this is a lot. But it came with all of the colors from this company. So and I like that it has these tools now. I'm ready to be a super fancy perlerer. No, it's okay, because honestly, I have to now go ahead and like pick which beads are going to match with which color, if that makes sense. So I would probably have done like regular perler stuff this week because I need to figure out what colors match with what. This is their website. Okay. And you can see they have like a bunch of different starter kits. This was like the $150 kit. But that's because it came with like 1,000 of each color, I think. They also have them on Amazon. Like from that specific brand. And I'm going to be so real with you. I had just purchased something direct from a company instead of from Amazon in order to get a discount. I got the item, it didn't work, I had to send it back, and I had to pay shipping instead of just doing it through Amazon. So I did buy this through Amazon because I was like, if there's anything wrong with it, I know I can return it. But I will order refills direct from the brand, which is that first link, because you can literally just order, like you can pick the beads that you want. And the Amazon just had like the whole, it had the exact same thing. So from the same company, everything is identical. But yeah, I got burned and I didn't want to have to pay for shipping again. So I can now say though, like, I was worried that I wasn't going to get like the right thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, one of the feeders that we got for Artie that we didn't want and we had to return, we had to pay the return shipping. So like, yeah, we saved money, but we also ended up like losing money. It's fine. So
Whoop, 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 whoop.
why, Cece? Hello. How are you? How was your stream? What did you get up to today? Oh no! Not the laptop charger. Sorry. Well, what were you up to today? Oh, good. Okay. I'm glad that you can get a replacement. I know sometimes like certain things you can't get like replacements for, or like depending on the age of it, you end up like struggling to find one. You have to kind of like make do. I'm glad. Phew. Okay, crisis averted. Well, thank you so much for coming over. If you haven't been here before, my name is Megan. I'm a neurodivergent variety streamer, pattern creator, crafter person. I am usually cross-stitching, crocheting, or knitting. We also do other crafts like diamond dots and perler beads and miniatures. And I'm just an all-around kind of nerdy person. We've been really having fun with Pokemon lately. If you like cats, I've got lots of cats here, including a foster cat, so welcome in. Here is your Raid Star. Thank you so much for bringing your friends over. Spinning. Ooh, what were you spinning? Like what material? I found my clicker. Michael's has some cute Halloween ones. Oh, minis? Like what kind of minis? Tell me more. Today, I'm designing a Mewtwo. I had found a really cute pattern. Everything about this, oh, here, YCC. As someone else who is in the yarn hobby, as someone else who has to deal with all of the annoying AI nonsense. Knee-jerk reaction, is this AI? Because I didn't think it was. I still don't know if the photo is, but the pattern that was attached to this photo definitely was. But these look like crochet stitches. These all look like things that make sense, you know? There's some fuzzy yarn texture, like everything about it. It's not the typical obvious AI crochet. Like if you look up AI crochet, it's like bad. Loxy, we found something when we were reverse image searching. It appeared, I wonder if that image search is still on my phone. It is. Okay. If you look at this, I think that someone had crocheted it and someone put it through like an AI thing. I think it was a photo that was put in.
I'm an arts and crafts master.
I think it was, yeah.
Why do you think I always have this glue gun
like,
stuck to my arm?
Yeah. I think it was an actual photo that was then put into like an AI generator. Shay, thank you for the 59 months. What the heck? Thank you so much. It's scary how good it's getting. It's really uncomfortable because it used to be obvious what was AI. And the fact that I started crocheting this and I was like, this isn't... I made the head and I was like, this seems really small. And then I looked at the body and I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. And then it made a little blob. So I'm going to off camera finish crocheting it because I want to show people like the difference. We're not going to like do it on stream. We're not going to call attention to the AI. But I'm taking this photo and I'm making it myself because I liked the keychain. And I have a brain in my head and I can design this. It's going to take me some time and some frogging, but we're going to make it ourselves and it's going to be good because it's going to be real. So that is what we're doing today. We're saying absolutely screw AI. It has no place in art. So, welcome Raiders! Also, thank you for the lurk, Shay. I appreciate you. You can tell it's AI from the stitches. Yeah. And even what you were saying, Emily, where like some of the stitches look a little bit, I'm like, some of that could be because of the safety eyes. Some of that could be stuffing. To me, that almost makes it human that some of the stitches aren't exact. Does that make sense? That it's not all like perfectly even. I don't know. I don't know. Also, hi, half to happy. Always in awe when the pattern is in your head and you can get it out into yarn. Yeah. Well, I'm kind of using this photo too a bit as some reference. But which is not normally something I would want or like tell you guys to do. Right? Don't steal other people's art. Don't steal other people's ideas. Don't steal other people's designs. But this is not a real thing. This is an AI thing. So I'm using it as inspiration. Because there is no pattern. There's nothing. There's nothing. And I'm not going to be like selling the finished pattern, you know, or anything like that. So.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Oh my goodness, Tessa. Hi. Welcome in. Hello, Natalie. Hello, Blue. How are you guys? How is your stream?
I'm an arts and crafts master. Why
Oh
do
my
you think I always
gosh.
have this glue gun stuck to my arm?
So many things are happening.
Vanatessa.
Hi, Sari. Thank you for the resub for 13 months. Hello, go away, Sari. What a cute raid message. Don't use an AI generator to make your inspiration either. Correct. Yeah, this already was in existence. Love the Mabel sounds. Yes. Tessa, what were you up to today? Thank you so much for the raid. Hope that you guys all had a good time with Tessa. Let me get Sari his raid star and Tessa, or Sari his sub star and Tessa her raid star. Ooh, how do you like that? It looks cute. I've only seen Doc play it, so it's kind of hard to tell how it is. I only want AI to clean my house. Is that too much to ask, right? Silly and Sari friends, that would never happen. Never. It's so fun. Oh, I love that. Well, thank you so much for the raid. If you haven't been here before, welcome. My name is Megan. I am a neurodivergent variety streamer. I have a cough drop in my mouth. I'm so sorry. I'm usually cross-stitching, crocheting, or knitting, but we also play games. We do diamond dots and miniatures and perler beads. If you like cats, I've got 3 cats and a foster cat right now. So there's a lot of cats here. Today we're saying bad words to AI. Sari here is your sub star. Thank you so much. And Tessa will make your raid star. It does, yeah. So I was looking, I've been getting back into like Pokemon card stuff, right? Because it was fun. I enjoyed it as a kid and I'm having fun as an adult getting out of the house. My anxiety really doesn't like me leaving the house. And so if going and looking at Pokemon cards is a way to get me out of the house with less anxiety, that sounds like a win. So my hubby and I went to a card show last month and I brought this Eevee that I had crocheted. This cute little Eevee. And one of the vendors there was like, oh my god, I love it. And they were like, do you do other crochet stuff? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I have a small business. I work for Woobles. Like, I do crochet. Yeah. And they were like, could you make me a Mewtwo? And I was like, yeah. They go, I'm willing to pay for the supplies. I'm willing to pay for the time. And I'm like, yes, happy to do so. So he followed me on Instagram. I followed them back. And I found a really, really cute Mewtwo keychain pattern. Or so I thought. Sarah, Sarah, why do I keep doing this? Tessa, here's your raid star. My goodness, I'm gonna just throw my whole brain out. Let me go grab what this pattern started to make. Hold on, okay?
I found my people.
Sari just needs to raid me, and I can thank you. Okay, it's fine. Thank you for that follow, by the way. Welcome in. Okay, so let me jeez Louise. Let me pull up this thing. So I found what I thought was a really cute pattern, right? Because typically crochet AI looks like this. Okay? Weird stitches. Those aren't really crochet stitches. They're really strange. I don't even know how to describe it. That's typically what it looks like, right? Tessa, thank you for that raid. Wait. Hi, Sari. Yeah, so these are AI, right? Very obviously AI. I came across this cute Mewtwo keychain pattern that I was going to make for this card person who wanted to commission me. This was the picture. I don't know about you. Vastly different vibes. Am I wrong? That looks like a pattern. That looks like crochet. Those are proper stitches. Sure, the edge of this tummy was a little bit suspiciously smooth. I'm like, maybe they're slip stitches. But there's even some slight yarn fuzz, like around the edges, which again, these sorts of things don't have. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you click on this, there's nothing about that. Oh my god. So this is what I thought I was making. I made the head. I started on the body and I went, this doesn't feel right. I said, this body is suspiciously small. Let me go ahead. You guys want to see what the pattern for this made? Mother, why? This was the body and the head that was on the website. We have Mewtwo at home. We're calling this 2Mew instead. Kind of like Temu, you know, like the... And then as I was looking through the website, I realized they didn't even have like these little nubs weren't even included in the pattern. And it was my fault for going based on the photo and being like, well, it's not like this is AI. This to me wasn't. So, I am a pattern designer. I work for Woobles. If you don't know who Woobles are, they're like the crochet company. Like, I design patterns. So, I said, screw you, AI. I'm going to make it myself. So, we're attempting right now, looking at the photo as inspiration to design a Mewtwo for this card vendor. So right now what I'm doing is I'm figuring out arms because I need to figure out how long to make the body. So that's kind of where we're at. It's a lot of picking up and putting down and frogging things and redoing things, but welcome. Welcome to the stream. Yeah. So it's really scary how good AI is getting. AI has its purposes. AI does not belong in art. Ever. You can't use those things in the same sentence. Like, I'm not saying all AI is evil. Whatever. I will say it is killing the planet, and all of these stupid AI generated images and patterns and all that other nonsense suck so badly. Design it. Figure it out yourself. What we did kind of discover, it looks like maybe someone had made something sort of similar to this, and someone might have run it through an AI generator. Because when we reverse image search, if you look at the design in the background, either they're designing it based off of the picture, or I'm wondering if the AI, if that picture was added to an AI generator and made that image. So we're making it ourselves. We're gonna figure out how to do it ourselves, and we're gonna make something cute for the card vendor, and we're gonna do, you know, some trades and stuff like that. There's research coming out that relying on AI is hurting your brain too. Yeah, absolutely. It is dumbing people down. All open source generative AI is evil, or rather the corporations are. That's fair. Yeah, stealing is wrong. Like, I'm pretty sure that we learned that, right? Weren't we taught that? And yet here we are. And what we were talking about before the raid was, like, even using, like, AI to generate ideas, or, like, to try and come up with, like, you know, things to, like, it's just bad. Like, I would not have put like, put into, like, an AI generator, like, cute Mewtwo crochet pattern to use as inspiration. This already existed. I was unfortunately tricked by it. And so now we're making the best out of a bad situation. And we're going to turn it into a learning experience for people. A lot of people insisting on using it are the ones who insisted video games were rotting our brains, right? It's not stealing when a corporation does it. Oh. You know what? I forgot about that, YCC. I completely forgot about that. I forgot about that little clause. Well, Tessa, Sari, YCC, if any of you guys need to raid and run, go do post-stream self-care. Please make sure that you do. You guys are welcome to hang out, of course, chat, lurk, whatever you would like to do. I am thinking that maybe near the end of stream I might bring Mittens in again, because I didn't get to spend a lot of time with him earlier because I was running around doing errands, so we might have extra kitty time today. Work is forcing it upon us to use it. I keep hearing people say that, and that scares me. It's also really disconcerting when you hear, like, doctors using AI and stuff like that, because, like, HIPAA and all of that, like, you can't... His name is actually... His name is actually Mr. Mittens on the adoption site, because at first, when we first saw him coming around to eat at our food bowl outside, I just noticed his little white feet. And I was like, Mittens, that's what we'll call you. And then I realized that he was a boy. And I was like, well, we can call him Mr. Mittens instead, because I feel like Mittens is typically like more gendered as a girl cat's name. So his government name is Mr. Mittens. Yeah, you could adopt him and then you'd have a pair of mittens. Hang on, I can show you. Where's a good picture of his socks? His little mitten feet. He's a little love bug. Look at him. I have 3 cats too. Look at his toes. He's a baby. Oh, he's just a baby. Look at him. Sari, Tessa, doesn't Mario want a buddy? I think so. He does not. Are you sure? He dislikes other cats. Fair enough. Mittens desperately wants friends, and Maple hates him. And my girls are tolerating him, but I feel like my girls have had enough bad experiences with, like, boy cats that they're, like, wary of him. But he tries so hard every day to be friends with them. And he is just, like, he is very... He has really good manners. Like, here, hang on. Oops, camera. Zoom in, thank you. This was the other day. It was really cute. He really wanted the toy that Pippin was playing with.
Wants the toy.
And so he, like, went to play with it, and Pippin was like, it's my toy, and smacked him, and he was like, oh, okay, and just walked away.
Pippin, he wants the toy.
And he's like, I just want to play. And then my boy Maple, I don't know. Okay, a few things if you're new here. I am a neurospicy person. When I say that, I mean ADHD, anxiety, depression, autism. My brain is not a normal, in quotes, brain. Do you know what I mean? Maple gives me autistic cat vibes. He doesn't know how to cat. And he's really bad at it. And he doesn't pick up on any of the signs that anyone's putting down. And it ends like this. So this is Maple, my first cat, and Mittens.
You're okay.
Who...
Yeah, you're okay.
I would love for them to be buddies.
He says, wait. I don't know about this.
I mean, that's good that the shelter wouldn't let you adopt if you had enough, like, that they stood by it. Do you know what I mean? I know! Yeah, Maple's weird meowing and, like, locking in is very bad cat manners. And, like, Mittens...
You're fine. You're fine. He's not really loving this, Maple. Mapes. Hey. Enough.
I don't know why the camera's, like, blowing it out. It is bad cat etiquette.
Hey. Don't be mean.
Don't
Be mean.
Don't mind the random scale in my living room.
Be.
I had to weigh the cats the other day. Yeah, there was and like Mittens didn't do anything until Maple was like on him, and then he's like, no, I'm gonna smack you back. It's very fixated behavior, yes. And see, Emily, that's different than like places that use it. Like there are, like I said, there's right ways of using AI and then there's wrong ways. Like what I'm talking about is when people use it almost like diagnostically, um, or like with patients to have them like, do you know what I mean? Like having it summarize stuff if it's closed is different than having it like diagnose. Um, but like Mittens, where is it? This, no. Yeah, don't do that. Where? So like here he is with Pippin, and he's like,
Hello. Good morning. How are you? What?
he's so sweet. He's such a good guy.
Saying hi, girls.
And if we didn't already have 3 cats, 2 that are medically complex, we'd be keeping him.
Pippin, don't be rude. Those doors.
Because, like, he wants a buddy, but my cats are like, I don't know about you. Like, but you see, he has really good manners when the other cats have good manners. When the cats have bad manners, he's like, I don't know why we're acting like this, but I'll match your energy. Like, this is very normal right here. This is, like, look at him. He's like, oh, you hissed? I'll just sit here. And then Pippin's just a grump. And he's like, she's grumpy. I'm gonna leave. He's like, I don't know why she's so grumpy. I'll come back to you. She's so grumpy. I know. They estimated him to be about 4. I think he's probably closer to 2, 3 at the most. It must be. She should also lose weight, you know? What really cracks me, that's very sarcastic, by the way. If you missed the eye roll. It's very interesting to me to see a cat who really wants to be friends and Pippin being like, oh heck no, because that was Pippin before. When she first came in, she desperately wanted to be friends with Artemis, and Artemis was like, ew, heck off, I don't want to be friends with you. And Pippin was like, please, we're gonna be besties. And it's so funny to me now that it's flipped, that Pippin is like the happy, relaxed indoor cat, and now here's this other cat that was like, hi, I really want to be friends, and Pippin's like, oh, fuck you. Like, absolutely not. She's like, I want nothing to do with you. And I'm like, I really thought she was going to be the one that would be like more welcoming or okay with him. And I'm like, girl. Girl. I was like it in our house. First cat was idolized by the second, and our third idolized our second. Oh. That's so sweet. Yeah, that's a problem because AI gives you the answers that you want, if you will. Like, if you're like asking, does this cause this? It'll try and find a way to be like, yes, it does. Or like, here are, do you know what I mean? It doesn't give you a non-biased answer. Cats, yay, I know. But yeah, it's really interesting to me why Maple is so bad at socializing. Because all of my cats came from my yard, including Mr. Mittens. All of them were stray. Artemis was a stray, and the other 2 were feral. And Mittens, I don't know what his deal was. I don't think he ever lived in a house too. Oh, I'm designing my own pattern, which I will be doing on stream. This is me designing. I'm making this up. This weird blob, finishing that will happen off camera. But this is actual art versus AI slop, so now the middle child is like, hey, I just want to chill because the first cat would be very overpower her. Oh, third gets hissed at. Just wants space, yeah. Or she gets tackled. They all get along great, though. Yeah, so Mr. Mittens and Maple are both FIV positive. Which means that they basically have cat AIDS. It's not transmissible to people. It's not transmissible to dogs. It is transmissible to other cats through deep puncture wounds, so deep bites. Not they don't share it by drinking or grooming or sharing the same food, like none of that stuff. They can't it doesn't travel that way. So honestly, we were kind of hoping that Maple and Mittens were going to get along because Maple, he's weird, right? He doesn't like the girls, so we don't let them hang out because I don't want him giving them anything. And he's just happier on his own. But I was like, man, if these two boys with like the same illness can be buddies, we would figure it out. Like we would figure out a way to make it happen. But they hate each other. So I'm trying to make the AI pattern had an image that didn't look AI, but only links back to the AI website. So I am basically using that image and my knowledge of the Pokemon to try and make it myself. The reason that they're the same color is because I was originally trying to use this pattern that was a fake. So. So yeah, I was really hoping that the two of them would be buddies and then they could have a friend who I didn't have to worry about. I still think that Mittens and my girls could get along and could live together happily without me worrying about, like, I don't think that Mittens is going to give my girls FIV. He is very tolerant and I do not see him, even if he bites, like, it's a deep wound in order to, like, transmit it. It's not like, you know, surface stuff. And just seeing how he behaves, I don't think that my girls are any risk, which is why I allow them to interact. But I don't necessarily want to, like, force it. And we just can't afford to have 4 cats. We can afford 4 cats. I can't afford 4 cat vet bills. I can't afford the vet bills for 4 cats. I can hardly afford the vet bills for 3 cats. So I can afford the food and the water and the time and the house space. I got all of that. Litwick, my precious baby angel. I love him. Yeah, I'm mostly doing it on stream because I kind of want to not necessarily draw attention to AI patterns, but I guess draw attention to the fact that they're getting better. That they're getting better at faking people out. Because, like, I was faked out, and I've never been faked out before. So, to me, it's more of, like, a learning sort of experience. It was not me. There are no cats are yelling here. Oh, also, yes, my birthday is coming up in a couple of weeks. And we have some fun things on the throne. If anyone would like to help contribute towards any birthday gifts. We're almost at 30% for a Switch 2, so that I could play Pokopia on stream. So, yeah. Okay. Exactly. That's exactly it. Mm-hmm. This is fake, it looks real, but, yes, precisely. All right. I know someone off stream donated $25 anonymously. Like a couple of hours before I went live today, someone donated $25 towards so that brought us up to almost 30%. Listen, the birthday celebration is not just one day. Okay, we will be doing it for a while. We'll have a lot of fun stuff planned. So it's very sweet of any of you to want to send me anything. I appreciate it. So please don't worry about that. As you all know, yeah. Yeah, so let's see. You donated yesterday and brought us up to like 25%. And then Anonymous donated 6 hours ago. They donated $25. So I wasn't even live. And that brought us up to 29%. So, yeah. I don't know who it was. I wasn't even here, but it was really sweet and it was a nice surprise. So, anyway, ads are going to play. They're probably already playing. We'll play some words on stream and I'll be right back after this commercial break. Dang, chat. You smashed that. Thank you so much for hanging out through ads. I appreciate it. Okay, I went and refilled my water bottle and came back and you had just beaten the level and I was like, dang, I gotta sit down and go back. Speedy. All right. Okay. I almost... Okay. Let's undo this. We're going to do a row of single crochet, and then we're going to redo that increase. Because I feel like it just needs... It's changing too fast. So how's everybody's Thursday been? What are you all up to? Are we gaming? Are we crafting? Are we working? Also, Allison, I think I saw a while ago you asked how James's flight was last night. It was really good. He had a blast. I have a picture I can show you of him working. So he is the one on the right in the night vision goggle helmet. That's him. Dang it, you know what? I forgot to tell Atessa that I had my crows came back. Dang it. I'll have to send her a message. I don't know why my camera, maybe I'll try turning that down. There we go. That's better. So he was helping them like land and back up the plane. So he's sitting on the floor of the plane looking out the back of it. Like, yeah. So he had a good time. That's insane. I'd be terrified, right? Your job interview went well. Oh, I'm so glad, Diego. What, to crash out today? Oh, no. Oh, but I'm glad that the new job was being supportive. Oh, okay. Wait, okay. At first I was like, no, not the new job. Okay. I mean, the crash out is valid, but I'm so glad that the new place is being supportive. That's fabulous to hear. Almost done with a small section. Yay! Trying to get motivation to grind some summer shop stuff on Palia. Wait. The next bundle board is on the 28th? I have 5 days to finish that freaking difficult bundle board? They're crazy sometimes. Medical calls because somehow someone messed up a referral. Oh! Hooray! It got denied, so now you're crafting. Okay. It was the first one with his crew, yes. Oh, speaking of, there he's... Yay. Drive safely. He's on his way home. He was doing a simulation today, so he was there later. Nearly nothing most of today. That's okay. Ooh, that sounds delicious. I hate the having to clean, though, afterwards. That sucks. Oh, I haven't even opened Dreamlight Valley in a while. I don't think that... Yeah! That's absolutely wild. I haven't done any of the cooking. I've caught most of the fish. Not all of them. And I can't figure out where some of these shells are. I thought that there was things in the Highlands that you picked up. I don't know. If you want to do cooking later at some point, Tigress, I'd be down. Are from catching crabs. That's what I thought. Is it only specific ones? Or at like the, is it only like that overnight, or not the overnight, is the crab event still going on? I don't think it is. From foraging on the beaches. Okay, so I just haven't found a single piece of sea glass foraging on the beaches. Because I've been looking. Is it? It must be. 'Cause I haven't found a single piece of glass from foraging. I thought I was doing something wrong. Get them from catching crabs. You should get one from every Crab Wars every time. Ugh, so I have to do that Crab Wars event. I'm not going to complete this board. Not unless, like, I get my dailies and weekly stuff. And that's whatever. I've only ever completed one bundle board ever. A lot of times they're really difficult. Oh my gosh, stop dropping this stitch. This one in particular. That's rude. Have to Happy, are we friends on Palia? We don't have to be, but I don't know if I knew that you played. Okay, that's better. I like that slope better. We're not, but I wouldn't mind. Yeah, absolutely. Definitely feel free. I'm Megan of All Trades on there too. See, and the shimmering scales I feel like isn't as bad because I guess if you have the fish and you don't have to, but no underscores. I think it's just spaces. If you had the fish in your inventory, I could see that, but if you're catching fish to try and get the ones for the bundle, I've been getting scales like crazy just catching fish, but I haven't gotten any of these stupid shells or the sea glass. I haven't found any of those. I'm more than halfway on the shimmering scales. Wild. All right, maybe we just alternate. Let's see how that feels. Just the number, yeah. If anything, it's been getting my fishing level up. I still need to get, I think what are the eels? The shimmering eels or whatever the heck they are. I don't have all of those yet. And I keep forgetting to buy the chum bucket recipe every time I go to the Highlands. And then I see someone using it, I'm like, damn it. I gotta get that recipe. My yarn tangled. Okay. By the way, we're doing pattern roulette tomorrow because that was an overwhelming 28 votes. The next was coloring at 14 and perler beads at 13. So if we want to, we can yeah, it was overwhelming. If we want, we can figure out though, like what we want on for next week's vote. So if there's anything that you guys are interested in, I'm hoping over the weekend to figure out the perler bead situation. And hopefully on Monday we can do the Pokemon mini perler beads. That's what I'm hoping to do. So this is what happened when Megan Law rules. Yes. I make it up as I go. Alright. So we're starting now. Okie dokie. Thanks, Half to Happy. I will add you as soon as I am on. Are killing you? Oh, no worries. I'm so sorry. I hope that you feel better. I definitely understand. Do some stretches or heat. Put some heat on if that helps. I'm so sorry. Alright, let's... I feel like I'm bouncing around with this a lot, but that's just kind of how this all ends up happening. At least I feel like when you're trying to make something... Like, I'm looking at an image, and I'm trying to, like, replicate it. I don't know if we should make the back feet now. I think that I need at least one more set of increases on this body. Would you guys like this zoomed in a little bit more? Is that better? Also, he is purple. I don't know why my camera down here ends up making him look kind of not. But I promise he's purple. A pale purple, but purple. Alright. Let's try increasing again. Now, if you're here and you're wondering about this green thing in Mewtwo, it is a foam hair curler. And I'm using it to support the neck, because anytime that you have a teeny tiny skinny little neck, it ends up getting kind of floppy when you crochet. And so you can use these foam hair curlers to give them stability. And the reason that I haven't cut it is because I plan on using it to help shape the tail so that it'll hold a shape nicely, which is why we're continuing to crochet over it. But yeah, there's a fun little tip. Foam hair curlers. Write that down. All right. This feels like where the dark purple bit's gonna get sewn on. But I also feel like... I feel like Mewtwo has hips. Okay? I'm not weird. Alright, but look at Mewtwo. Like, Mewtwo has, like... His hips don't lie. These are the hips that Shakira was talking about. Like, it's skinny and then ba-boom. But part of that is also legs. Part of that is also the like legs. They're juicy. Sorry. Okay. Beefy. Yeah. Yeah. I also need to do his little chest plate thing. And I'm kind of debating, do we do it like how these images look? Right? Which is kind of like a breastplate. It's almost like a vest to me. Because this to me is like double crochet and single crochet. So I think we're going to try that. By the way, this book that I'm using, love it. Highly recommend. Not sponsored. Just really like it. This is a Rocket book. This is a reusable notebook. Right? Hi. Gone. They have different versions of Rocket books. Some that the pen erases with heat, and some the pen erases with water. I am a fan of the water one because I've heard people who will have the heat ones in their car and it's a hot day and all of their notes get erased. Because like you can put this in the microwave like some of them. Love this thing. It also has like a thing so you can scan your page and it turns it into like a PDF. And you can search them in their app using like keywords on your thing. But yeah, it uses the friction erasable pens and you can just, yeah, you can. I just like this one because it doesn't, I don't have to worry about it then. And then they're reusable and I love that. And I've been using them for years now. Because originally I was like, okay, let's do the legs. And now I'm like, let's do the chest plate first. So I just erased the word legs. And we're going to say chest plate. And we'll figure that bit out. And then we'll do the legs. Yeah, it's a really cool concept. I like it because as a designer, I erase a lot. And I like that I can scan it and I'll have like a digital copy of it. And then I can erase it and use the paper again. So that almost looks like they, like, I'm trying to also look at the pattern, if you will. And kind of like trying to be like, all right, well, what is this stitch? It does, but you can use any of the Pilot friction erasable pens. So like I got a bunch of fun colors. And as long as it's this brand, it works. So like I got a pack of like multicolor pens, and then tested it on like a back page and they work fine. Cause like that's what came with mine. Mine came with like a black friction erasable pen. And you can use any of the ones that, yeah. Like it's a more pricey notebook for sure, but if you think about it, you don't have to keep buying notebooks. Do you know what I mean? So it ends up saving you money. I'm making my tails as short as possible for magic rings and slip knots. I can use it. Yes, but you also want to weave your ends in. Especially if you're doing like magic rings. You definitely want to weave your end in. Because even though it's secure, they can always come undone. So what I end up doing with my leftover yarn is I use it for stuffing. Like the bit that you're like, I could use that for 5 stitches. Or do a double ring, yeah. Felt the ends. I almost wonder if I should half double crochet these instead. Hang on. Yeah, but if your project completely falls apart, it doesn't matter if you had enough yarn for those last 2 stitches. That's how I think. Your argument is fair, as just the way that I argue against it, you know? Because if my project comes apart, it doesn't matter if I had enough. It's hard, I get it, for sure. No, okay, maybe that is alright. Alright, let's keep going. Oops. Oh, hi, Tessa, guess what? I'm so glad you came back. I forgot to tell you something. The other day, I got a notification on my camera. Hang on, I gotta find it again. I was like, oh shoot, I forgot to tell Tessa. So you know how I have my crows? That were coming by? Where is this freaking video? I was just there. Okay. This one's a little bit glitchy. So 1 crow, 2 crow, and I didn't see this until the other one, but, oops. Three crow. I didn't see them at first until they flew up. Like, I was just watching these 2 and I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, look at these sweet babies. I was so excited. I was so excited that there were 2. And, like, they were drinking water and eating cat food. And I was like, oh, sweet babies. And then all of a sudden, their buddy, who I only noticed when I was watching it back, flew over. Hang on, I'll fast forward. And I screamed. I'm like, there's 3! I was like, there are 3 of them! And I'm just thrilled. 9 tails. 9 tails in the chat. So I was like, wait. I was like, oh shoot, is Tessa still here? I have to tell her. I have to tell her about my crows. So, I haven't seen them back yet after that. But hopefully. I'm so glad. Yay! I was like, I'll just send her a message. Let's try 3 and then measure again. 2, 3. Three crows. I'm like, I think that this is an attempted murder now. I have a crow or two. When I visit the area, we have a lot of birds here. Lives a few who are down, feed them. I finally seen a crow. Oh my gosh, yes, I hope so too. That's so exciting. Maybe I can't tell if this is too thick. Because it kind of dips down like that. No, I guess that's good. I just have to like make sure that it curves a little bit. I think that's good. Let's do one more single. And then maybe start increasing again. Or, yeah, increasing the height. One more. Also, Tessa, you should definitely work on some pattern making. He was a little too heavy. Oh my god. What a baby. I love that. Three. For the pattern you had, it didn't work for the weight of yarn you were using. It was fun. I love that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Have to, oops. Hanging out. Oh, yes. They're like, we have to be spooky. That's adorable. The humans expect us to be spooky. Body needs to do some human upkeep things, but brain doesn't wanna. I hear you. Sometimes I'll set like a timer to be like, I have to start doing this fill in the blank thing after like fill in the blank amount of time. That way you give yourself permission to like rot a little bit more. And sometimes that helps. Being like, I only have until the end of stream, just for instance here, to like not do anything. And then as soon as that's over, like I have to now because I've said that I would. And somehow that works. I'm not really sure why. Because like no one's really holding me accountable. It's just me. But it works. Oops, let's pin this one in. Or I'll be like, I have to do fill in the blank thing for fill in the blank amount of time, and if I do that, I get to like go back to doing what I want to do. Even if it's not like finishing whatever I had to do. But like, okay, I have to do this stupid taking care of myself adulting thing for the next like 10 minutes. And then when that's done, I can go back to doing this thing. I need to sweep / mop my kitchen floor. I made the mistake of sitting down. Now I don't wanna. Fair. Oh my god, that was me last night trying to get in the shower. I was like, I need to take a shower. I really don't want to. Like, I just did not want to get in the shower. And I was like, fine. And then I was like freezing for some reason. Even though it's like hot here. Which is the worst. Temperature changes and shower and all that stuff I hate. Okay, wait. Okay, wait. That looks good. I think. Oh god. What do we think? It's a little bit bigger than what they have in the photo. But like, I think it looks really good though. I'm good with that. I hate hair washing day. It's just so much more work than a regular shower. Yes. And Tessa, you have like thick curly hair. Mine is not as thick as yours, but I have curly hair too, and it's just so much more work. I hate the shower transitions. Yes! Yes! It's the shower transitions. It's the in-between. It's the being dry and then getting wet, and then being wet and getting dry. The detangling is the worst, yeah. Yeah. I cut my hair. Like, it's really short. And, it's nice. It's fabulous for washing and taking care of it like that, but it's just like, it's been a thing. I don't know. To chop your hair into a bob. That was me. I got tired because we had to like mow and do a bunch of yard work, and I was like, I came in and I was exhausted, and I was like, now I have to wash my hair, and I didn't want to wash that much hair, so I chopped a lot of it off. And then James said it wasn't even, and so he went to help me fix it so that it was even, and he took another 2 inches off. And then we had to get it trimmed at the barber because it really wasn't even. You know what I really have enjoyed, Tessa? I don't know how this will work with your hair texture. 2 inches? Bro, I know. I panicked a little bit. Because I needed to be able to pull it up. Because it's both temperature and like with the hives, if I need my hair off my neck, I need my hair off my neck, you know? Getting sick of taking my hair, chopping it off, and then missing my long hair and growing it back. Yeah. I wish that I could just like adjust based on the day how I want my hair. But I have really loved this. The undercut. 10 out of 10 do recommend. Really recommend. Because it is so much lighter and it's so much less work. And as someone with like thick hair, I still have like a decent, hang on. For some reason, I'm growing it back, yeah. Shave it up and picks up some cute wigs. Honestly, when I saw how short my hair was, I was like, if I can't pull it up, it's about to get shaved off. But like, it still looks thick, like even with the undercut, you know? So, I really like that. That's where you get all your tangles, yeah. The pattern behavior. Oh no, I read that. Oh, this way. I used to be like back, middle of my back, and I've always had thick curly hair, and it was too much to wash, yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot of work. That could grow, yes! I had a doll like that too. I'll regret it, sure. And I get that for sure. I understand that. Honestly, if my curl pattern was like your curl pattern, I would probably be the same, but my curl pattern is a lot looser. And so yeah. Plus, honestly, the whole reason that I did the undercut at all was because when my hives were at their worst, the feeling of like all of the little like wispy, like these little wispy like baby hairs on the back of my neck itched so much worse, and I was like, I need them off my neck. I couldn't handle it anymore, and so that's when I did the undercut for the first time, was because just it felt terrible, because like I was already itchy, and then all those little wispy bits were like, what if I just hee, and I'm like, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose my mind. And that's when I cut it for the first time. Yeah, it was awful. Do not recommend hives. Thick, coily, back length hair, and she finally shaved it all. Yeah, it was definitely really scary, like, shaving part of my hair off. Because I was like, what if it looks terrible? What if I hate it? And I love it. It's been great. It's definitely a lot cooler, too. Okay. Do you think that we should sew some of this stuff down now? Or keep going with the design? Maybe we just keep going for now. I am too. The only reason I was considering it now is because in order to like see how it looks, I have to keep pinning all these pieces and their long tails into place. And it's starting to drive me a little crazy. Which is why I'm like, should I sew these down instead of having this? But no, I typically am like, don't sew it when it's all done. So that you can pin it in place. It was so nice at first because you didn't have to do anything, and then I started feeling bald and realized that more of my identity was my hair than I realized. Yeah, I didn't understand that. Put it in a bun on top of the head. Yeah, I could tie it up for now. I used to hate my hair so much I wouldn't have minded shaving it off, but I've grown to love it. Yeah. You know, I never really minded having curly hair. Because I feel like there's more that I can do with it. Because, like, I can straighten it if I want it straight. Like, it's also changed now that I have a lot more gray in my hair. There's a lot more gray. I feel like my texture has changed again. And so, I mean, I'm nearing hair wash day. Yeah, if you know, you know. So it's definitely, like, more straight now. Because once I start to brush it, a lot of the curl comes out. I wonder if I have like a photo. Hang on. Let's see. Do. Trying to find like a good like photo. Like that'll be like a day or so after and like just like finger brushing through. But like trying to find like a picture of like fresh washed curly hair. Evidently I don't have on my phone, which is fine. But that's okay. How did I do that bun in like 2 seconds? I don't know. I brush and breathe and it's knotted again, yeah. I was a dancer my entire life. I'm very used to just throwing buns up. It looks like that. I can like show you what I do if you want. It's cute, thank you. Okay. So then following messy bun tutorials. Yeah. Hang on, I don't know. Here, I'll show you what I do. Okay. Hair all gathered in like ponytail area. Oop, hold on. It's like, I gotta like, okay? I don't pull it all the way through. I gather the hair, and then I just pull it over like that. I do the same thing. So it's like, I never pull it all the way through when I do a bun. I don't know if that helped. I can do it again if you want. Yeah, you could do it more than once too. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. My hair before I cut it was like here. It was longer. You just have more hair to work with. So you're going to pull more of it through. You still won't pull it all the way through, but you'll want to. Did my music just stop again? No, it's just quiet. Okay. Okay, let's do a single crochet around. You guys have gotten all the things here. Go and attempt to probably rip out. You got this. Good luck. I can show again if you need me to. We've had Pokemon cards today. We've had cat videos. We've had hair tutorials. I love it. Oh, I love her tutorials where she like plays herself and she's like, how did you do that? And like, we'll walk you through and like show it again. I love her account. I can't think of her handle either. It's so good. Yeah. I haven't tried like any of her stuff, but I'm always like, oh, I could do that. She is. Is that it, Mo Styles? I love that all of us knew who we were talking about. Like, it's not just one person who's like, oh, that sounds interesting. Like, a bunch of us are like, yeah. Thank you for the lurk, Smoothie. Okay. I wonder. Okay. So much like measuring. All right. That's good for like the torso. So now we get to try. I need to like figure out the leg situation. Because then I feel like I can shape the rest of the torso after I know how the legs are gonna fit. So, back leg time. And we are going to go a little longer, at least until James gets home. Make some drumsticks. He'll probably be home soon, but... Oops. Okay, how do I want... I'm trying to think about how I want to make this shape. Do I have anything that I've made previously that I can use as a basis? Because my brain... I think that I just need to, like... Okay. Stop overthinking it. Oh, also, we haven't come up with anything that we wanted to do next week in our vote. Do you guys all have anything that you would like to see done? Any requests for the Friday poll? We could put coloring back on if you guys want. Coloring again? Okay. Yeah, because we're going to do perlers. Do we want to do a cross stitch? Mm-hmm. 2 more spaces. Oh, I haven't found my stuff yet. I have to buy some stuff. I don't know if you guys have noticed, I've been working on cleaning up my office and making it look nice because we're going to have people in our house watching the cats. So I've been working really hard at like getting things, you know. Damn, I dreamed that. Yeah. You did. How do I want to do this? If I did, let's do... I love that. Oh no! Yeah, it might just be practicing, honestly. I feel like with a lot of hairstyles when you try them. So, okay, hold on. Okay. Oh, I think it's Mo_Styles. Oh shoot, honestly though, that's an iconic name too. Mohair. Oh, James is home. Hey girl! Hi! Hey, I have a really important question for you. Yep. I have an important question for you. Sure. Oops. Hi.
What up?
How do you feel about Domino's tonight?
I was gonna say the same exact thing. We were on the same wavelength. Okay, cool.
Fantastic.
I have an important question for you.
Okay.
So, I take all the care and attention to back your car in.
Uh-huh.
So all you have to do is pull straight out.
Uh-huh.
And then when you come back, you just pull right in.
Yep. Because that's
No.
easier.
You don't back in.
Nope.
Even though you know I like it when the cars are backed in.
Uh-huh. Do you like it when the cars are backed in?
Yeah.
Why?
What do you mean why?
Why?
Because when you pull out, you don't have to worry about, like, you can, it's easier
Okay,
to look
so
left and right.
you
for
either
traffic.
have to look left and
And-
right. Hold on. You either have to look left and right to back the car in,
Right.
or you have to do it when you back the car out.
Uh-huh. But let's say for whatever weird reason I have to jump your car.
Uh-huh.
It's easier if it's backed in.
Hmm.
Because then the hood is facing the correct way.
Hmm.
Or if it had to get towed, then it's facing the correct way.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Maybe start backing your car in.
You know what? So I went by the place that's by the vet's office for the cards,
Okay.
and they do sell bulk, like 15 cents a card instead of
Nice.
25.
Okay. You got a whole bunch? Nice.
And remember when we were there last time? That girl was like, "I'm gonna bring you that tin."
Did she bring you the
And
tin?
I was like, so I'm like checking out. I'm like, so this is a really weird, like random thing, and you guys might have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm like, the last time I was here, I started talking with this one girl about like an Espeon tin, and she was like, oh, do you want it like for the cards or for the tin? And I was like, for the tin. And they're like, you're the girl? And I'm like, I am. And they're like, she brought that in like a what? And they're like, I don't know what, they spent like 5 minutes looking for it, and then they found it, and they were like, I'll have to let her know next time she comes.
What
'cause
a
evident-
sweet. We need to be friends with this
I
person.
know. Evidently, when they came, Evidently, when they came in, like they dropped it off like a couple days after we talked to them, and then they came in one other time, and they're like, "Did she pick up the tin yet?" And I'm like, "No, I hadn't been back in the air." But I'm like,
Oh my god.
I know.
We're gonna be best friends. That's so sweet. That's
Uh-huh.
stupid sweet. That's something you would do.
And it just like made, and I was like,
Do we just become best friends?
Yeah.
Yup.
so they had like a bunch of boxes of bulk, and obviously I could only be there for a little bit of time, so we'll have to go back.
Okay.
And like it's a night, they have like the TV on, and like they have like it's just
Yeah.
such a nice place. And I ended up making friends with another girl who was there, and she was like looking through boxes as well. And I was like, "What are you looking for?" Because I'm like, if I see something in my box, and I found and I was like, "Here you go." She's like, "Thanks," like. But she didn't give me anything I was looking for. But it was
She
still
might
nice.
have not found it.
We were just talking, and she
Yeah.
was talking about like some of the stuff that she collects and her sister.
Nerd community unite.
And chat was like, I can't believe you made a friend. I'm like, listen, there's a difference when you're like in like a nerd environment. Like it's easier to make.
We look out for each other.
Well, because everyone is there for like the same dorky reason, and so everyone's like,
it
it's-
might have gotten made fun of for it at one point, and it's like, no, we protect our own.
so. As a non-driver, I'm staying out of this. I mean, it might be, but the issue is, Allison, that like people whip down my road, and so in order to like back in, I have to like stop, wait for a car to pass, and then like back in. And it just feels like I don't like it. I don't like stopping. I don't like having to like wave cars around me. Like,
I just throw all my hazards.
okay, but the thing is, you have to remember, growing up, I always pulled in normal. I always backed out of that driveway at 19.
Well, yeah, because that you could. There.
You can here too.
More of a pain.
I'm used to backing out of a driveway too. Yeah, same. Same.
Although, I'd say what made my day was this hot girl at a gas station who, like,
I didn't tell Chad about that. You come tell them. So, we were both running out to, he was leaving to go to the Air Force stuff. I was leaving to run errands. And I realized that I hadn't put my rings on because I take them off when I sleep. And I was like, shoot, I gotta go grab my rings. And so, like, I ran back in. He left, though. And he's like, I gotta get gas. And I was like, no worries. And so he ran to get gas. I ran back inside, grabbed my rings, ran out, started my car. I went, shoot, I need gas, too. And I was like, I wonder if James is still at the gas station. So, like, I pull into Wawa.
and I hear like a honk and damn. I'm like just putting the gas pump back. I whip around and it's Megan.
He missed because like as I pulled up, I was like, well, who's that fine like I don't remember, what did I say? I'm like, you didn't hear me.
No, I didn't.
And I was like, well, who's that hottie? And he didn't, and I honked, and then I was like, damn.
Damn! It's the damn that got me.
You look good in your uniform, okay?
I'm glad that uniform still looks good.
Yeah. It's your jaunty little hat, too. I like that you put it on straight, and then you like,
Yeah,
and then
you
you
gotta
like,
give it a little bit of an attitude.
then you doot it.
Yeah.
Doot, doot, doot.
I want to be the duder.
I'm right on a curve. I couldn't imagine trying to. Yeah, it depends. Yeah. It's preference. It is. It is preference. Oh, thank you. I was just so excited that he was still there, and I'm like, I get to give him another smooch.
That was the slowest gas pump ever. I'm not complaining now, but at the time I was like, yeesh.
And then he left, and I used the same gas pump, and I was like, hee hee. 7 years?
Yeah.
Dang, that means I've been streaming a long time. He might be the original mod, I feel like. Hang on, I'm trying to... No worries, Sharn. Have a good night. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap up here in a minute because I'm hungry. I'm just trying to figure out, like, the next bit of this. Do you guys want me to keep working on this on stream? Because the card show isn't it... We have, like, a month until it needs to be done. So, are you guys enjoying watching this process of taking this AI crap and making it into something that's legit? Like, are we here for this? Yes? Okay. I'm good either way. Okay, wait. We're gonna say these two. So if I do increase, I want to, wait, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. For season 3. Oh, the movie, the animated movie. Yeah. Oh no, the show. Oh, the Earth. Got it. Sorry. The Earthbender. Got it. Ooh, that's exciting. Yes, please do. I'm like, the movie? The live action season 3? Like, oh, I love that we have so much Avatar content. I'm here for it. That might be good. Let's try a single crochet. The new animated movie comes out on the 25th. Yeah, like 2 days, right? 2 days the 25th? Yeah. I'm excited. Dang, Mewtwo. I almost wonder now if his body needs to be smaller. The new show is October 9th. Ooh. Because it feels like it needs to be like that, not like that. So I think that my last round of increases on the body I'm going to undo. He's getting too hippie. Do you have to go in tomorrow?
Sorry?
Are you going in tomorrow?
Yes. Then I'm pretty much off until next Friday. Yeah, then I'm off until Friday.
No, thank you for sharing. I'm excited about that. Also, hi Tori, I hope you're doing well. Okay. Yeah, that'll be better. Let's do another row of this. No worries. Thanks for hanging out. I'm literally going to wrap up after this round, I think, because I need to put in an order for dinner and then go pick it up. Let's see. Let's try these legs now. That still might even be too big. The legs, that is. I might, like, do another round and see. I think it's really just a matter of, like, when I sew it down, making sure that it's not too puffy. Hi, girly. Hi. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. There's a box there, honey. She's like, what the heck, Mom? I'm sorry. Can I move it without you running? There you go. Come on over. Hi, you needed to say hello to chat before we go? Hi. We just had to say hi. I understand. I like saying hi to chat too. What do you think of Mewtwo? Oh, we like him. Yeah? We like him? We approve? Thank you. Mewtwo is basically a fancy cat. Alrighty, my friends. That's gonna do it for stream today. We're gonna be doing pattern roulette tomorrow, so if you haven't been here for that, basically, I have a crap ton of patterns on my phone. So many. And I will put in a random number generator, how many I have, and it'll pick a random number, and then we will do whatever that pattern number is. So it might be cross stitch, it might be crochet, it might be knitting, whatever it is, that's what we're gonna do. Last time we ended up making a little teddy bear dressed as a snowman. Basically, these are all patterns that I have at one point or another purchased, downloaded, saved on my phone, and I just need to do them. I gotta just do the thing because they've just been sitting there. So this is how we get that done, is just picking one and going, right? Yeah. Picking one and going. So we'll be doing that tomorrow. I hope I will see you guys then. Have a lovely rest of your time zone today. Remember to eat something tasty, to drink some water, to take any meds that you have to take, to be kind to yourself and other people. Remember, you are loved. I will see you all tomorrow. Let me see. Who's on? Oh, we haven't rated this person in a while. Oh, okay, bye, already. They are doing a really cool looking cross stitch. This is Madame Juniper. So, let's go over and say hi. Okay? I don't know how much longer they'll be on. They've been on for, oops. Oh, perfect. I pushed the other button. Grab those raid messages. The first one is if you are a subscriber. The second is if you're a follower. Let's go and say hi. All right, I will see you guys over there, and I'll see you tomorrow. Here's my socials. Here's Discord. Okay, bye.